on in the wood yard. We've got a wood delivery, and then I've got some very big news. You guys are gonna like this. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna crawl into my playpen here, and I'm gonna dig out some wood. This order is for 1/8 cord, or 1/3 of a cord, if you like to say it that way, of mixed hardwood. And that's what this is. This is mixed hardwood in here. So this is mainly ash and maple, like you guys have seen in the past. And this is the only delivery for sure that I have today, but I have 2 other pending orders. Guys said, one guy in particular said he'd be ready sometime this week for wood, so I don't know if he's gonna be ready yet, but I'll get a hold of him. And then another guy last night texted me and said that he's interested in getting some wood, and he's bought wood in the past. So I just don't know what interested means, if he's ready now or if he wants it next week or in a little while. Because I get that quite often. Guys will get a hold of me and they'll say they want wood, but they're like, oh, you know, I still have some. Can you bring it next month? But they're just calling ahead, which is good. I'd rather have that than a guy that calls and says, hey, can you bring it now? Because I can't always just bring it now. So anyway, we're going to put this in. We're going to go deliver it. And then when we get back, I got a job to do today. I got to move a bunch of pallets because the bin that I emptied over on the other side, kind of to the left of the camera over that way, is all empty. And I got to move all those pallets out of there because we want to open it up for moving snow in that area. So I'm going to get that done. And then I got a phone call from someone, and I got offered to go do a small logging job, and that is the big news. And so we're going to be loading up the tractor into my trailer. There it is again, another thing of beauty, I must say so myself. It is time once again, as you know, whenever the truck is loaded, it's time to go and rescue my favorite uncle, Uncle Benjamin, and probably, yes, his little brother, Mr. Jackson. Let's go do it. This customer I'm delivering to buys wood 5 or 6 times a year. He heats his basement part of his house with a little wood stove he's got, and he likes the wood to be very small, so he bought this little bitty Wen electric 6.5 ton log splitter, the Lumberjack. He said he paid a little over $300 for it, and he just loves it because he likes to knock the pieces down real small because he likes to see the flame, and he wants the wood to burn easy in his fireplace. So watch it pop this stuff apart. It's pretty cool. That one exploded pretty good. He says you got to kind of be standing back because there's really no safety thing out the front there, and with dry wood it'll pop apart all the time, he told me, which I knew that, it does that. But he said he uses it all the time, and he absolutely loves it. He said his neighbor thinks it's really cool, so he must borrow wood out to him. But splitting the pieces down. Some people say the wood I have is already small, but he wants it even smaller. So this is an example of what a lot of people want. Small wood, so they can see the fire, and so that it burns real easy. So here he is splitting some stuff down. That's a good sign though, really, does that? Right. That's what that means. If it goes slow, there's moisture in there, but if it pops like that, it's because it's really dry wood. the grapple is in the truck. I have it strapped in. I got chainsaws in there. So the grapple is in. I just hooked up the trailer, and I've been working on the tractor for about an hour now. I got the ramps out, so I'm going to be putting the tractor in. I took off all my weights and stuff because in order to fit the tractor, I can't have anything sticking out the back. So I got to take all that off to back the tractor in. I'm putting it in backwards because I have weighted tires, and I want the weight to be more over the axles. And from what I remember, last time I hauled the tractor, it just fits. I also checked the oil, I checked the hydraulic fluid, and I cleaned out the air filter. It was a little dirty. It wasn't too bad. It just got greased not long ago, so I think I might be almost ready to load the tractor. And so we're going to back it in and get it ready to go. And then tomorrow morning we're going to be heading to a logging job, so I think you guys are going to enjoy this. We'll be there for a couple days. Yes, I'm going to my brother Ken's, so that'll be pretty cool. He's got a job, and you'll see it. He's cutting off part of his land that he's got. He's got a bunch of pines, and he's got a buyer for the wood, so we're going to be cutting some big softwood. A lot of spruce. I think there's some red pine. I think there's some balsam, big bushy ones. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing West Coast style, cutting a lot of softwoods. So the saws will be like cutting butter. It'll be nice. It's supposed to be beautiful weather. Right now it's almost 50 degrees out here, so that's pretty cool. So we're going to load the tractor right now. So there, we got the tractor in, and as you can see, it just barely fits. I've got about 1.5 inches on this side, and over here I've got maybe 3 inches. I didn't get it quite perfectly centered, but pretty darn close. I had to maneuver it a little bit. I was rubbing on that back tire, so I had to pull forward and kind of jigger it back and forth. Ramps work excellent, so I'll have to put the ramps on now. We'll put those over here on the side. They pin right on the side here. I'll put those on. I want to put the bar down, and as far as securing the tractor in there, what I'm going to do next is I am going to put some blocks behind the back tires, well, in the front of them actually, well, in the back of the back tires, so it can't go that way at all. And then I put a block on the 4 sides here, so it's really, and I put them in front of the tires, and I put a block underneath here, so it can't go anywhere. So that's pretty much what I've hauled it like this before when I took it in for service, and it didn't move at all. So obviously I got the brake on, and I'll secure it down. So I'll pull it forward a little bit, and I'll put some blocks down inside of here so that the tires can't go back any farther. I'll put a couple of 4x6s or something up there. I'm gonna go grab some right now and put those on. So that's what's next. I'm still working on trying to get the tractor all squared away in here in the trailer, and I found out something. I think I knew this from before, I just forgot about it. Because I have these sideboards on, and I've got the rail, the post on the outside here, in order to get the ramps in here, I got to be able to pin this in, but because this board doesn't allow this to sit back all the way, I can't get the pin in because it hits there. So there's that. You just touch. Finally got it. I moved the 4x4s back farther, got the ramps in, put these 1x6 or whatever there, and got that, and that's what it's sitting on. So now I can throw all the extra stuff on because I got to put my drawbar on. I know right now what some of you are thinking, or it's going to say, if I had the right equipment, I wouldn't have to be dinking around with this. You are absolutely right. But I'm using what I got. I don't have a car hauler. And we might be using my dump trailer while we're up there, so that's why I'm bringing it. So besides hauling the tractor, I'll be able to use this for hauling wood if we have to. I got about 3/4 of an inch to spare there. I'm gonna throw all my chains in because I'm gonna throw those on the back for weight. And we might use them for when we're pulling logs out anyway, so then I probably won't. Yeah, we're gonna slide a couple boards in there. I'll show you what this looks like. So here's what I've got. I got about 1 inch here and about 1 inch there. So I'm gonna take a piece of hard maple. Look at that, there's one. Here's number 2. I'm gonna stick number 2 right there. Look at that. It can't go up because it can only go so far. So that'll be just fine like that. And that'll, if the tractor moves up against the door, it'll push against that. We should be good. We got all the chains in, tractors on. I got the ropes put down so it's not sticking a mile in the air. I filled it up with diesel, and I've got the chainsaws. I've got my kit. I got my chaps, my helmet, all the stuff I need to make little pieces of wood. But actually, we're gonna make logs. So there it is. She's in. I'm not all the way down to the bump stops. I got about 1.5 inches. I just looked underneath, but she's squatting. But I am going downhill a little bit here. It'll level off, but she's got a squat on her. There's no doubt about it. That's a load. I know what the tractor weighs, and I'm under the weight. The problem is that I probably got more tongue weight than I need because I have weighted tires. So really the tire should be about right here, but it's as tight as I can get it. And I don't want all the weight to the back either, so that's not good. So I've hauled it like this before and it was fine, so I think we'll be good. So there she is. Well, I got the extra weight of the grapple. That's, I don't know, 350 pounds, 400, I don't know what it is, but that's in there too. So that's adding some to the back of the truck. So there she is. She's in. Tomorrow morning in the dark, I will be getting up and I'll be leaving. I got a 3-hour and 15-minute drive to get to my brother's, 3.5, I don't know, something like that. And we're gonna do some logging. So you're gonna come on back tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. I'll be here. Well, we'll be at Kenny's is where we're gonna be, doing some logging. Come on back. See you at 5:30 right now. Go watch all the other videos. Good night, Irene.